Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good, yeah, whatever. I say good. This is Harry from Hasbro TV, back with another match review video. My performance was quite late, just come off Tottenham way, so I'm going to try and keep it short. But guys, it's all about entertainment apparently. Um, Drawing 2-2 at home when you're winning 2-1 for a very long period of time, by the way. It's all about entertainment though, because we have to be exciting to watch, and yeah, apparently that always wins the games. And yeah, guys, I'm just quoting Ange after the game, so let's get this off my chest first. He spoke another bunch of nonsense. So yeah, Ange out again. But let's get into the game. So Spurs went in with a pretty strong lineup. The only really first team change was obviously Basuma came out for Bentancur. That was kind of like sort of forced because Bentancur kind of has to play the European games now because of suspension, and Gray came in for Udogie on the left. Apart from that, Spurs started with also Johnson on the right instead of Maddison, so maybe it's more than two changes. But besides the point, it was pretty strong side considering Spurs got Fulham on the weekend. I'd argue Maddison maybe should have started, but he didn't. But I think after Johnson didn't play against City, he was always going to start against Roma. But yeah, let's beside the point. Spurs got a penalty in the first 5 minutes, which Sonny took very well and put Spurs 1-0 up. Now, this is where the problem started. Spurs took the lead, and surprisingly, we didn't really take the initiative to score another goal and, really take the game to Roma. I felt like we kind of let them back in, and the results kind of followed with that. Off a set piece where I can't remember if the defender was in Deco or something like that, got left unmarked, they scored a goal. So if someone tells me set pieces aren't a problem this season, I think it's like bonkers. And yes, 1-1. And in fact, after that, Roma had 2 or 3 disallowed goals to make it 2-1. But Spurs managed to get a second goal with Johnson. Great play by Kulusevski, who was again probably one of our better of our worst players, which were quite a lot of bad plays today. And yeah, Kulusevski sets off Johnson for an easy goal, and we're 2-1 up. Now, that second half was absolutely awful. Rome did equalise in the end, but let's get into it. The overloads on the wide areas, massive, massive, massive problem. Forster playing it short, massive, massive, massive problem, especially because he just can't keep the ball that way. And Spurs were punished for it. Rome equalised in the end, like I alluded to before, 3 disallowed goals before that. And they probably could have even won that game 3 or 4-2, really. I mean, we had chances on the break. Solanke had one. And I think he had more than one, maybe 2. Porro hit the bar with a free kick. And it's probably better our free kicks lately. And Ange made the subs, brought on Maddison, brought on Bergvall for Bentancur, who did have a really bad yellow card. I'm quite surprised VAR didn't check it, because from where I was sitting, it looked very bad. It could have even been a red. But obviously the angle I saw it at wasn't the best, but it's just, if you notice, Raniero Touchman was actually asking them to check it, but that's besides the point. Spurs let Roma back in, and they equalise, and they deserve the point. They deserve to get a point against us. And we do now sit ninth in the Europa League table, which is a problem because obviously the top 8. And the team above us is actually Rangers. We've got to go to Rangers next. And we need to get the 3 points, really, in my opinion, because if we don't, there's a danger. If Rangers somehow win, we can start to drop further out the top 8. We're on 9th, like I said, at the moment, on the same points as some of the top 8. But, if we drop further down, we could have to play another 2-legged tie. And for some team who, like us, who Spurs one of the favourites apparently in Europa League, we're really not showing that. The first few games we were winning, but it's kind of like a bit of luck here and there. And I think, look, what really pissed me off today was the fact we went back to Ange ball. I can understand it when it's 0-0 to play a more attacking style, but especially with the 2-1, especially Gray was getting eaten up live on the left. He was trying to deal with 2 players, and he's not even left back. And Sonny, to his got taken off, and I think it's made to do with his age, so I'm not going to completely blame him. But like the system, especially when you're in 2-1, drop the high line, drop the inverted fullbacks nonsense, because this was part of the problem why they're getting overloads on the wide areas. And they were doing that majority of the game, but like I think it was more effective when we just get the initiative to get the equaliser, which they eventually got after those offside goals, which I've been told one of them were kind of marginal, but I haven't really seen them again, so I want to get into that and say, it was so good. But don't worry, guys. Ange's only here apparently to entertain. Another bit of nonsense from him. So yeah, guys, we drew 2-2. I mean, Fulham coming up on the weekend. Do I think we're going to win? Like with Spurs, I have no idea. So I'm just going to say it's going to be a draw. But we'll see. And yeah, as usual, we're just here to entertain.